Hello, my soulful Saggies. Welcome back. As you know, I'm Sachi the Scorpio, and I'm here to deliver your guided twin flame soulmate reading for the month of June. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And as you've noticed, you're a little bit sooner in the reading than usual. That's because I am now doing videos based on however many likes that the previous video set has. So the more likes you send to me, the more likely that it is you will get your next video soon. So for anyone new here, welcome. Today we're going to be using the As Above deck for the general energy. We also take a look at the light aspect of things. That's the lighter karmic lessons of what is going on and what is known to us, what is in the light. We also take a look at the shadow, which is the darker, deeper, more difficult karmic lessons and what might be hidden from us in the shadow that we try to bring to the light, not only to become aware of it, but also so that we can heal it. So in the cleansing ceremony, I got a couple messages. So my root chakra candle kept going out. I had to light it multiple times. So I think that there might be an issue of you keeping yourself rooted or even starting a new flame. You might try and then it might just go out right after you start it. But of course I got that lit, you know, or that wick lit. And I also was hearing like, I'm gonna get the love I want. So I think that that's very much a mantra that you know you're going to get the love that you want and deserve. The Four of Cups came up in the cleansing ceremony. So I feel like you've been daydreaming a lot, you know, like visualizing what you want, which of course is the first step to materializing it. But I think that you were very much in your head. In the light aspect, we had Stunky come out, which is a dark type using collect. So I got this energy that you might be collecting your darkness, as strange as that may sound. And then in the shadow, we had Mr. Mime, which is a fairy type using juggling. So, you know, that is a crown chakra. So again, I think you're juggling a lot of thoughts with these daydreamings, but also I think that there are a lot of different types of relationships that you are trying to juggle right now. All right, what's going on with the twin flame soulmate for Sagittarius for June? Please show us what's going on for our Saggies. Bina, left eye, knowledge. Yeah, exactly like how I was saying that with this Four of Cups is daydreaming. I think that's very much like being in your head and visualizing what you want. And that is a repercussion of finding your inner knowledge. As you can see, like the arm goes through, you know, the pearl of who one is found, you know, within the knowledge of within in the solar plexus area, you know, and the solar plexus is associated with Leo in the 5th house in the sense of self, the color yellow. It's all about like, this is who I am. This is what I stand for, you know, your personality, who you are. So I think that there's a lot of inner searching that is going on. What else is going on here? So yeah, it looks like you might be struggling with the empathy because it was in reverse, but then wanted to come upright. I think that there are situations where it might be a little bit difficult for you to have empathy with them. Could be with a soulmate or a twin flame. But I do think that you're really working on that to have as much empathy as you can. And empathy might be a test in the month of June. What else is going on for our Saggies? For our wonderful Sagittarians? Yeah, the Angel of Truth. So you're going to be finding out some truth that is happening of what is going on, which is really beautiful. I feel like something is going to be divulged to you. This part of it is finding your inner truth, you know, because like you're going to be going and finding your inner knowledge about you, which is going to help you with empathy for whatever the situation that comes, because you know your truth, and that's why whatever this person is going to be telling you isn't really going to, like, you're going to be able to have empathy. It's not going to hurt, is what I'm hearing. All right, let's see what's going on with this knowledge. Beautiful, this inner knowledge. Tower moment in reverse. I think you are releasing a tower moment when things came, you know, down to a crash. You are finally like letting go of that. You're finding the knowledge of who you are in regards to this situation when everything, you know, came crashing down around you. Very much moving past it and understanding the lessons and how this has shaped who you are. Beautiful. What's the light aspect of this? What's the light aspect of this? So, okay. I feel you. So strong energy in reverse. You're not feeling very strong about this. It's taking a lot of your energy and courage to get over this Tower moment and to release it and to find the knowledge. And I understand that. It's not an easy task to, you know, reflect on who you are and what you stand for. You know, the solar plexus is a very, you know, a very, I want to say locked chakra pretty much, because there's a lot that you have to unlearn in your life in order to find your inner knowledge, in order to find who you truly are. There's a lot of unlearning, a lot of cycle breaking, a lot of dealing with ancestral trauma and karma and, you know, all that. So I do understand that it can make you feel like you don't want to necessarily fight this, right? Like you don't have a lot of strong energy. It's causing you to not feel as strong, which is normal, especially because, you know, part of really discovering who you are on the inside is ego death and ego dissolvement. So you know, I feel like you're not fighting against this, right? It's fighting energy in reverse, but it's a special type of fighting energy called strong energy. So you're not fighting against this, right? But it does make you feel not as strong, and that's okay, because sometimes you have to be, you know, quote unquote weak. You know, I don't mean weak, Sag. You know what I mean, right? As like philosophers, I'm sure you're also linguists, right? So like, it's not that you're weak, but to allow that dissolvement, to be vulnerable, right, is how you truly find who you are on the inside, because you are done with being stuck in this Tower moment of feeling like, oh my God, everything's crashing down around me. What's the shadow here? And like it's strong to be vulnerable, right? That's the strongest thing you can do. People who act like they're strong all the time, they're not. What's the shadow? Seismitoad using Drain Punch. So you feel very emotionally drained from this, which is to be expected. And the thing is, to be emotionally drained is showing that you have, you know, expunged your emotions, right? Like, or not expunged, that's not the word. You've expelled the emotions within you, right? You're not keeping them inside, right? And sometimes it gets to a point where, you know, this Tower moment had to occur in order for things to truly come out. But I do feel that you're a little drained right now, and I'm sorry to hear that, Sagittarius. You know, like, because it's water, it's emotional, so there is some emotional drainage. There's also, you know, this is associated with the throat chakra, so this can be that conversations are very draining to you right now. We also have Frog Spirit popping up. It says, they shoot paralyzing liquid from their head bumps. They use vibration to hurt their opponents. So some of you might be like picking at, you know, pimples or things like that. Just don't, be careful of doing that. You know, it talks about the liquid coming out of bumps on its head. So I don't know if maybe that's a nervous habit that some of you are trying to overcome. But we also have the energy of they use vibrations to hurt their opponents. So I think that you're understanding that certain people that you talk to have really low vibrations, and it's really, you know, emotionally draining you in this regard. Also, I will say that this is like the fighting energy is associated with the sacral chakra, and sacral chakra has to do with, you know, sensual connection with others and things like that. So I do feel like you're not really, like, you're so invested on finding who you are. You're not necessarily, you don't feel strongly at looking for connection and sensual matters with others, right? And I picked up on that with the candle that, you know, kept going out. It's like you're not really interested in rooting with somebody else. And I feel like this Tower moment was a past relationship, and you're finally getting over that, right? You're releasing when everything came to an end. Let's see, what is this empathy? that's going on here. Which looks like it's a little bit of a struggle or a journey. What's going on with the empathy? Yeah, so we have the Queen of Swords coming out stuck. So this is someone that you may have gotten into a contract with, or you may have gotten into a deal with, right? This might be someone that you have a soul contract with even. You know, the Queen of Swords could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, but this person definitely knows how to say what they want to say and how to say it, right? And they're very fair, right? The Queen of Swords in contract negotiation is like, how do we make this work for both of us, right? It's like the divine feminine of making sure everyone's taken care of, making sure everyone, you know, has what they need, that everyone's giving and receiving. So this person is very much stuck. And the thing is, it wanted to go to the Tower, so I feel like you had a Tower moment with this person, and it's hard for you to have empathy, maybe because they're so fair, or that things have really been fair, that it's hard to feel anger or things like that. Interesting. What's going on here with the Six of Chalices in reverse? So I feel like there was once a wish to play house is what I'm getting with the Six of Chalices. This is very much, you know, playing mommy. There's heavy divine feminine energy here. You know, playing mommy, having kids, things like that, but it's in reverse. So I feel like, you know, this could be a divorce. This could be a breakup that happened. And, you know, you're releasing this, this dream that you had of, and that might be what you're daydreaming about even, is this past, you know, thing that didn't work out. But the thing is like, you're still somehow stuck in some sort of contract with them. And that's really causing you to test your empathy, right? And the thing is, it's like, it doesn't feel like things are unfair. The Queen of Swords, it's not that it's unfair, but it's still stuck, right? I feel like this person still has it their way. I'm getting a little bit more of manipulative energy. And it might be because like they have the kids, or they don't want the kids or something. I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. It might be different for each of you. What's the light energy here? Manting using dwindling wave. Yeah. You're having dwindling emotions for them. It's like some of these, you know, fantasies of playing house and things are still dwindling for you. And you're very much, you know, I think this is a test of empathy for yourself, to be honest. Because it does look like, whether it's a physical contract or a soul contract, you definitely still have these dreams of playing house, of playing mommy, or playing daddy or baby, whatever it may be. Right, so we have Manting using dwindling wave. So again, it's that water energy, so emotional energy that is dwindling. So it looks like you are releasing this, and we can see that, right? You're releasing the Tower moment. And this is also the throat chakra, so communication between you and this person might also be dwindling. And Manting has very much of the Six of Chalices type energy, right? This is like I get big mommy energy from Manting. And Manting, you know, and Remoraid, they have that, it's like a symbiotic relationship where one benefits and the other, you know, nothing happens. It's like they don't, they're not harmed and they're not helped. That's the kind of relationship that this is. So I feel like very much someone is like under the wing of somebody else. And let's see, it says, you know, like Manting provides protection for it, and Remoraid gets like eat the mackerels, right, that like come under the wing. It says, while elegantly swimming in the sea, it ignores Remoraid that clings to its fins for food scraps. So I do feel like there's emotional clinginess that's going on here. You know, it talks about clinging to the wing, and yeah, seeking food scraps. So I do think that someone has been kind of holding on to this, but it definitely is dwindling, right? But there is some emotional like enmeshment is what I am feeling. I'm also hearing like Mother Oceania. I don't know if you know the song Oceania by Bjork, spelled B-J-O-R-K, but check that out. I think that there's a message there for you. What's the shadow here? What is the shadow here? Wanting to go right to the seismitoad with the drain punch. Yeah, so, you know, the solar plexus energy that's stuck here, you know, about how you're going into your solar plexus to find your inner knowledge of who you are. I feel like your sense of self, right? Who you are, Leo, the 5th house, you know, your personality, what makes you you, is stuck in this. So I feel like I said that enmeshment, this person is very much like part of how you define yourself, and that's really stuck in the shadow. And you really need to have empathy with yourself through this, because you know that it's a process. It feels like you're very aware of that, but you know, there is a need to make your sense of self not enmeshed with this person, because that's what is causing you to be emotionally drained. And like, it does feel like you're still stuck in some sort of contract, right? But you can always add a clause. You know, go back to the negotiation table, because it seems like this person's pretty fair, right? The Queen of Swords, she's not going to try to fuck you over. She might, you know, do things in her benefit. You know, usually she does things that are fair, but if it's going to be one way or the other, you know, she's going to get what she wants, the Queen of Swords. But I'm sure that this person is willing to negotiate, right? Because you really can't have your sense of self stuck here, tied to this person. That's just not healthy, right? All right, let's see about this truth. What is this truth that's coming out? 2 of Chalices, soulmate energy. Wow. So I don't know if, you know, that this person is your soulmate. I don't know if you've gotten that confirmation before, but this is soulmate energy. And the truth is that they are your soulmate. So this is beautiful. It could be a new soulmate that's coming in, but I feel like, you know, part of your truth, you know, I mentioned half of it is the inner truth that you're finding within yourself, right? And part of that is accepting that this person is your soulmate, but that doesn't mean that's defining who you are, right? But I feel like your soulmate or a soulmate is going to, you know, be giving you some sort of message and revealing some sort of truth to you. It's a light aspect here. We have Ralts using Smack and Shed Ninja using Hopeless Scream. Yikes. Let me drink some water. Can you hear that bass? Someone is really low vibing. You know what I mean? So I think what they are going to come to you is not necessarily going to be the most positive thing, right? It's going to seem like it's very innocent with this, you know, Ralts like childish energy here. It could be maybe about having a child. We do have, you know, a lot of children energy, so could be some truth about some sort of child sort of thing, but this is a psychic smack. So I think that this might really influence your psyche here. It says, it's highly attuned to the emotions of people and Pokemon. It hides if it senses hostility. Yeah, this person, like, you might be able to feel that hostility, you know, or whatever that negative energy is. I feel like psychically you're going to feel it before it comes to you, right? Before it smacks you. So just be careful, protect yourself from, you know, emotionally getting entangled in whatever they're about to tell you, because it also says Hopeless Scream. Oof. So this has to do with the heart chakra. Hopeless Scream, like, I just don't like it, right? Like, that they feel hopeless, or, you know, that there's something about being hopeless in regards to children. Oof. It says, a most peculiar Pokemon that somehow appears in a Pokeball when an Incada evolves. Yeah, so this also has to do with regeneration and rebirth. Like, Shed Ninja is, you know, cicadas, how they come out of their husk and they're born, and then there's like the cicada shell. So Shed Ninja is the angel of the dead husk, right? Like, it's a Pokemon of the husk that is alive. So I feel like this person has gone through some sort of transformation, and they feel very helpless in their heart chakra, because like they feel like they're a husk of a person, perhaps. You know, this is very, there's some transformation that has happened in their heart, right? And it has caused them to feel very hopeless. Ooh. What's the shadow here? Yeah, Kakuna using Hide, Scraggy using Lunge, and Loudred using Smash Kick. So I feel like it's when you start to hide your heart away, that's when they are going to start lunging after you, right? They're going to throw a little fit because they might be feeding their solar plexus energy off of you, right? So Kakuna, again, like I said, it's the heart chakra energy. And using Hide, I feel like that when you start to hide your heart away from this, you know, and again, we have like this pupate sort of energy. It says, while awaiting evolution, it hides from predators under leaves in the nooks and branches. Yeah, so you're going to feel, you know, psychically when this person is going to come towards you, and you're going to start to hide your heart away. And when you do that, it causes a dark type of lunge, right? They come towards you. It feels very twin flamey, even though it's clearly soulmate energy. But yeah, they're gonna come towards you. We have the full moon here. We just did have the full moon in Sagittarius a couple days ago, so it's possible that it happened around the 5th. I'm recording this on the 8th. But also could be the Capricorn full moon that is coming up on the 4th of July. So they could be coming towards you around there. But it's like when you hide away so that you can evolve, that's when they start coming towards you. It says, it immediately headbutts anyone that will make eye contact with it. Its skull is massively thick. Yeah, I think this person is extremely stubborn, right? Their skull is very thick. Like they will just attack no matter what. And it's like they're coming to smash kick, throw some tantrum. Loudred is, remember how the bass, remember that bass that I said? Like, do you hear that bass? Someone outside was like really, yeah, loud, right? Like, this person is loud, might really be into music or, you know, house music or whatever it may be, but they're coming in with a freaking temper tantrum, right? They're gonna kick up and make it very loud for you, and it's because they might be feeding off of your solar plexus because it's enmeshed. It says, the shock waves from its cries can tip over trucks. It stamps its feet to power up. Yeah, like I said, just gonna throw a temper tantrum. I'm gonna smash and kick. You know, the shock wave from its cries can tip over trucks. So, you know, we have hopelessly screaming and its cries tipping trucks. So I feel like this person is just loud in general. They might like to cry a lot. They might like to scream and yell a lot. So just be aware of that, okay? Pretty interesting energy. I'm going to go into the extended. We'll pull some to see what you need to hear about love right now. But if you're interested, the link to the extended is in the description box below. We're going to take a deeper look to what you're finding when you look into yourself and what sort of knowledge you are finding in your, you know, in your solar plexus chakra. We're also going to look at deeper into how we can have empathy for this situation, and also how to, you know, de-enmesh you so that you're not emotionally entangled and your sense of self is no longer enmeshed in this relationship, because you are trying to get out, right? And you're trying to focus on yourself. And then we will also look deeper into this truth that's coming out, right? Because we see how they're going to do it, but let's find out what that truth is going to be, because I'm nosy and I want to know. So let's see, what does Sagittarius need to hear about love right now? The strongest emotion is often expressed in silence. Wow. Wow. So here they come in, you know, stomp, stamp, boom, bang, bing. And there is some sort of silence that is going to occur. Wow. So I don't know if that's you being silent towards them, or perhaps they have been silent towards you, and that's really showing their strongest emotion, right? And then when you start pulling back, that's when they, you know, when you hide your heart away, that's when they come for you and like attack you. It says the ultimate sadness is to go through life without loving, but it would almost be equally sad to leave this world without ever telling those that you love them that you do love them. Wow. So I can tell that you really love this person, right? And it's possible that you've never gotten the confirmation or verbal confirmation that they love you in return, possibly. But I feel like that might be the truth that's coming out, is how much they do love you. Because there could be some sadness associated with this silence, right? And it might be that they might be coming to the conclusion of, you know, yeah, it's really, really sad if I never would have loved, but what is killing me right now is that I haven't told the people that I love them. So, ooh, Sagittarius, there's some interesting energy here. We will definitely take a closer look. That feels kind of like the truth that's going to be coming out. So, because the Two of Cups is all about love, harmony, soulmate energy, you know. So emotional fulfillment between two parties, you know, wish fulfillment between the two, love, wish fulfillment. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, my dear Saggy, as I mentioned, if you want to follow me into the extended, the link is in the description box below. Again, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send back to you. If you're interested in a private reading, feel free to email me at sachithescorpio@gmail.com or hit me up on Instagram at sachithescorpio. And I hope to see you again for your next reading. Bye-bye, Sagittarius. I love you very much. Mwah.